Welcome to No Fear Community here on Facebook. Today we're going to talk about the fear of thinking. And you might wonder, do I fear thinking? What's that all about? Thinking is something you do a lot actually. You have 60,000 plus thoughts every single 24 hours. And you cannot control them because most of these thoughts is in your subconscious. So this means that they like the cloud on the skies, they're just drifting. And what I want to tell you about here today is that just be okay with whatever thoughts there are. Basically, there's nothing called evil or good thoughts. They're just thoughts. Basically, your subconscious is giving you a lot of input in a kind of way. But what can be done after the thought is obviously the action you take upon the thought you have. So that can obviously be good or bad, or good or evil. So what are you going to think about is that when you have thoughts, think about them as brainstorming. Your brain is actually just throwing a lot at you, and it's up to you to cultivate that. A way you can actually cultivate that is to trigger your mind. Also, what's going on beneath the iceberg, so to speak, under the waterline. You've probably seen this beautiful image about the water, about the iceberg, and you have 10% above the water, and you have 90% below the water. That is your subconscious, and most people don't think they can, control their subconscious, but because it's not there. You cannot how can you even go to the subconscious? But you can do that because what you feed your mindset with, what do you watch on TV? What do you talk about with people? Who do you talk with? And all this kind of stuff. Do you read some inspiring books? Do you read some inspiring things on the internet about great things in life, all the beautiful things there is in the planet, instead of all the negative stuff? That will eventually, create your mindset also subconsciously. So the fear of thinking is something is really relevant because most people are also lazy. So instead of trying to figure out what to do in life, they tend to do the easy stuff, the easy way, the easy going. And this is something who's going to, Einstein, he said this beautiful thing: take the kids out of 5th grade and start teaching them to think. And that is a big thing which we need in the world community today. So you might not yourself be aware that you have a fear of thinking, but most people actually do, or even just laziness is actually a part of that. And that refers to a lot of things we talked about the other Fridays. The fear of getting out of your comfort zone. It's the same thing, you take the easy way out. And also that is typically happening when we think consciously and unconsciously. So you want to maybe this weekend here, before going off to the weekend, think a little bit more about what are your thoughts really about, a lot of things. You can make a list, put stuff in there. What are your thoughts about your friends, your family, the society, your life, your situation where you are now, and put that on a list. And think about, the first things coming into your mind about each topic. That is a really great exercise to find out what you really think about. If I say to you like this question here, when I say happiness, what is the first image who's going into your mind? Write that down. Do you have a picture for happiness? For me, that is 2 white butterflies on a blue sky doing like this. And when I was aware of that years ago, I started to stop every time I saw a butterfly, thinking that this is actually a happy moment right now. So the fear of thinking is relevant in so many cases, but we're not taught that in the school system, and that is obviously a big mistake. And this is the best computer you will ever have. You might have the newest iPhone or whatever you sit with as a smartphone, but your brain is the most amazing thing you will ever have as a technology in your life. So go out there and think about what you think about. Don't be lazy. Put it on the list with all the topics you can brainstorm to the list, and then stop being lazy, stop being fearful against your thoughts. And remember, a thought is only evil or bad or good or nothing at all if you put action behind it. Because thoughts are just thoughts, just like the clouds on the sky. They're not evil before you put in action. They're not good before you put in the action. Again, go into action mode, out of your comfort zone, becomes relevant. So with this, I will ship you off to your weekend, and stay safe out there and do some really good thinking about what you think is very important for you in your life right now. See you next Friday. See you in the next video.